we stay in touch. We used to see each other a lot more when he was younger, but obviously,
Yeah.
time happens, and he went off to be this amazing, incredible UFC fighter, which was a shock in a pleasant way to me. Just to see just him, like knowing him as a baby and remembering him as a little baby, and seeing him grow up to be this incredibly athletic, incredibly strong ass whooper, is amazing. But it's really, I mean, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. His father was also very much a person that you didn't want to F around and find out
Right.
about either. So it's in his blood. So to some degree, it's not that surprising. I just didn't think that personally it would get to a point where he would be a professional fighter, which is we're very proud of. I won't lie, I haven't seen him in a long time. I haven't seen him in years, but that's little Burgerjon. That's what we used to call him. That was our little nickname for him, and Baby Burgerjon. And it's a weird name. It's a long story, but that's what we used to call him. And he was just the cutest, sweetest kid. And we're proud of him that he's grown up to be such a reputable fighter. And I know his dad is very, very proud.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you think his dad would have thought? You
Proud,
knew his dad well,
proud,
watching his
proud,
kid son fight for the UFC
proud,
title.
extremely proud. I think that if Khalil was alive today, he would be sitting right in the sidelines with his big cigar and his big rings and watching his son do his business. I know he would. And again, it's just a really amazing thing how you see kids grow up and develop into people that you didn't expect them to develop into. But again, it's not that much of a surprise considering that he grew up under a fighter. His father was a fighter. His father was a strong man, and not just the father to him, but the father to me and the guys as well. So no surprise here, and I know he's going to get the championship for sure.
That's it. And this is so cool. Now Nathan's here. Hey Nathan,
What up,
are you gonna are you planning to watch? And I know you guys are in the middle of a tour and you got a bunch of shows. And I'm sure you're busy. Got a lot going on Saturday night. Do you think you're going to be able to tune in even if it's a little bit later on in the night
Yeah,
and watch Khalil?
we're gonna try to watch it or either tape it. Either way, yeah, we got about three shows in a row the next few days. I think it is something like that. But yeah, nah, bro, it's like it's just amazing. I mean, it really, really is. I mean, it's one of those things where you look at kids and you just never really know where their lives are gonna go. And then, you go through those psychological things and you think about how he didn't have a dad with him and, would he be like his dad or whatever. So like it's just interesting to watch how it all comes full circle in its own natural way.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry.
No, go. No, I was just agreeing.
Yeah, I guess if he was watching this and I hopefully Khalil will see this, what would you say to him? Or is there any message that
Man,
as you said, Sean, you haven't had a chance to talk to him in a few years, or anything you'd say to him as he gets in there before the biggest night of his professional career?
Kick his ass and do well. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like just,
Yeah.
just use that fire that we know that you have in you. We know why you became the fighter that you become. You had a lot of I guess you could say divine inspiration
Yeah.
to become great at what you do.
oh
So
yeah,
just finish the job. Whoop his ass, finish the job, raise the belt up high, and know that this was always your destiny and this was always something that you were meant to do, to be a fighter and to carry that legacy, that spirit on like that your father had.
Maybe he wins that belt and sometime in the future you guys can come together at one of these UFC fights, like you walk him out or something.
For
Anything you'd be
sure.
interested?
oh
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah, that'd be sweet.
That
Yeah,
that would be pretty cool.
yeah, man. It's one of those things where, just like Nate said, you just don't know how children that you looked at as babies, you didn't know how they were going to turn out and grow up. And again, I feel like this was his destiny to be this type of man and to take on this type of task. Like it's just finishing his father's legacy.
That's so awesome. I mentioned the tour, guys. Why don't you tell me about the tour? Where you're at, where you're going, and if fans
Well,
want to come out and see you,
well,
if there are any
what's
tickets left,
funny?
wouldn't be surprised if there weren't. But if
Well,
there are any
what's
tickets,
funny is we don't really do a lot of tours.
yeah,
We just we're just on the road so much that it
Right.
seems like tours.
Right. So just more shows.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
we do anywhere between 10, 14 shows a month. So
Wow.
it's continuous for us. So yeah, I mean, right now we're down south. We're in my neck of the woods doing some Florida dates between here and Jacksonville and Fort Lauderdale. We just did Orlando private the other day. So we're all over the place, man. I mean, you know, people can go online and check out what Boyz II Men is doing, but we move around a lot. We're slowing down a little bit towards the end of the year, which is good, holiday time,
Yes,
but
sir.
you know, we work a lot, so you can go find out for sure.
Oh, that's awesome. Guys, thank you so much for sharing this. It's I mean, it's obviously it's an incredibly sad story, but also really cool. You know, that all these years later, you can go watch him out
Yeah.
there doing his
Let's
thing. And
let's hope he wins the next one, man. Maybe if the next one he has a championship fight when he's fighting with after he get his belt, then we'll come sing the national anthem.
I was
that,
about to say he will win. He's gonna win. He's
Yeah,
gonna win.
so
He's gonna take that title, and like I said, we're proud of him, and we know that he has a different level of spirit behind him when he gets behind that ring. I know who he's going to be thinking about. I know what's going to be the fuel to his whole fight energy. So it's all good, man. We're just gonna make sure that we catch the fight. We're gonna catch the victory.